solve the system of equations using substitution. And we have 2x plus 5y equals negative 1 and 3x plus 2y equals negative 7. Now, the method of substitution, we take one of the equations and solve for one variable in terms of the other, and then substitute that expression into the second equation. So we will take equation number 1 and solve it for y. So we'll end up with y equals. In this case, we need to subtract 2x from both sides, and we need to divide by positive 5. So that will give us y equals negative 2/5 x. And then minus 1 divided by a positive 5 is minus 1/5. Now what we're going to do, since we've solved for y in terms of x, is substitute this expression into the value of y in the second equation. So we have a new equation, 3x plus 2 times the expression negative 2/5 x minus 1/5, and that equals negative 7. The goal, of course, was that we now have one equation with one variable, in this case x. We can now solve for x. Distribute the 2. We have 3x plus, we'll end up with a positive times a negative, so it's negative 4/5 x. Again, a positive times a negative, so it's negative 2/5, and that equals negative 7. Now, with these fractions, it would be good to clear them. To clear them means we need to multiply both sides of the equation by 5. We need to distribute the 5 to each of the terms on the left-hand side. So 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times negative 4/5, the 5's will cancel out and we'll have negative 4x. 5 times negative 2/5, the 5's will cancel out, leaving us with negative 2. And on the right-hand side, negative 7 times a positive 5 is negative 35. We'll combine 15x minus 4x, which is 11x, and we'll add 2 to both sides, so we have 11x equals negative 35 plus 2 is negative 33. We divide both sides by 11, and that gives us x equals negative 3. We now take this value of x and we substitute it into the equation where we solved for y in terms of x, and then we can solve for y. So let me do that over here. Y equals negative 2/5 times negative 3 minus 1/5. Multiplying negative 3 times the negative 2/5, we have y equals positive 6/5 minus 1/5. Let's make that clear that that's minus. And so now, because they have the same denominators, we subtract the numerators 6 minus 1, which is 5, and we have 5 over 5, or in other words, we have y equals 1. So our system has the solution, the ordered pair, negative 3, comma 1.